Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Now the toss. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his back in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there. Putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's space, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Can't find his man as he took a shot, tried to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. They keep attacking through the air. And it's caught. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The 49ers are flying down the field. Takes the easy one to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They finally make the stop at the big run. It's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Snap it to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, 49er.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun, running back on the move. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Creates a little space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Calls his own number. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Trying to pound their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Syracuse right back at it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start running linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
Touchdown, CUSE! What a catch and run for 6.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's That's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Austin. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the 49ers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The 49ers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Niners! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before that.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. He lofted high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking to pass. Snags it inside the 20. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. If you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the 49ers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Thomas.
This quarterback right now is in the groove. He's doing a nice job pre-snap. He's reading the coverage. He's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Gets it out quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Line getting set on second down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back.
And he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pulls and fires complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a deep man. Holds it in on to the receiver there. The defensive backs are us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hainsworth. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Syracuse right back at it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't find a man, and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They put on the heat and they fly it. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Going up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got his man to the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's got it on the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the 49ers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we get the ball back to the offense, get back in this game, and maybe try to go win this thing.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It's still 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Steps away. Lets it go to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's James. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline, you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This time he's got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail on the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Flips it out to the back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The rankings, the odds makers,